Alright guys, welcome to yet another video. In today's video, we'll talk about the significance of entrepreneurship. Okay, and there are three levels of levels or significance of entrepreneurship with three levels. That is number one, the individual development. The second is the community development or communal development, and third is national development. Moving on, if we see at individual level, we know that any entrepreneur are very passionate people. They are ready to work or give any resources, any amount of time, any amount of hard work for their passion. We can take example of Elon Musk. This guy was ready to work, so passionate for his SpaceX that he put all his capital, even their investors' capital, till the last moment because they are very passionate about their dream, about their projects, about their visions, so they can work passionately for that. Next, they are very independent. They are not dependent upon people or dependent on people's decision. They believe in themselves. They believe in their decisions, and through that they achieve the success and financial freedom. Next is skills development. What is skill development? These people believe in learning new things, sharpening their skills, sharpening their thinking process, sharpening their analytical skills. This is the reason that makes them highly skilled people. Next is pursue lifestyle. They can pursue the lifestyle that they want. They can go to large malls. They can visit different five-star hotels, seven-star hotels. Why? Because they have large amount of capital or large amount of value that they have made for themselves through their hard work, through their perseverance, through their passion. Now, social value is the value that is provided by the society. Any entrepreneur, whether we see in any part of the world, have very high value in any country because they produce products and services. They have, large companies. They are owners of large companies. They give employment to a large number of people. They provide returns to government as tax, as direct, indirect taxes and VAT and custom duties and different tariffs. They are also employing a large amount of people. That gives them a high value in any society. Next is personal growth and development. That is the development of any individual's personal growth or development happens through entrepreneurship, because when you are into entrepreneurship, you learn to do new things, you learn to think creatively, you learn to take in opportunities and different other factors that make you individually very growing and developing. Okay, next we talk about community development. Now, the entrepreneurship helps in the second level or larger level than individual level, that is community development. It helps in social growth by creating jobs, promoting innovations, bringing different solutions to products and services. Next is promotion of social values. When any society accepts any business or any business starts in a community, that helps in promoting the local culture, customs, values of those area also. Usually when we see, there are entities like there are a listed power. Now this company is a very small owned ladies owned company. Now this company is very famous throughout the world. Next we can take example of Bikaneri Bhujia. The Bikaji Bhujia. This started from the small part of Rajasthan, but it grew throughout the world. How? Because that was the local delicacy, local food that people used to consume. That becomes a part of now the world because that product or service was scattered throughout the world through that company. Next is serve the community. When any entity, when an entrepreneur, decides to invest into any entity in a community, that helps in producing products and services, that is very important for that community as well. Next is social activities. Social activities involves development of health, education, infrastructure in any society because of entrepreneurial growth. When there are a large number of entrepreneurship entities that are growing in any community, there are people who come to that places to invest into health, education, infrastructure, because there is requirement of those things as well. And whenever there is a requirement of anything, people try to invest into those things to earn revenue. Okay, and that also helps in development of that society. Now, the larger and the most important important significance of any entrepreneurial entity or entrepreneurship is national development. Any entity or the group of all the entrepreneurial entities help into the overall national development. How? Number one, it helps in utilization of the capital that is into the different finances or banking and financial channel. Okay, that are the savings of different public and other entities. Also, it helps in enhancing the living standard of people through employment, through the growth and development. Next is the balanced regional development. When the entrepreneurial these forms are scattered throughout country in different states, province, districts, this helps in development and enhancement of that region. Next is productivity. Productivity meaning it creates, creates and mobilizes the different resources, helping into increasing the productivity of any country. Reduction of economic concentration. When there is the economic concentration simply means that it provides power to a large number of people. When people are independent, when people have income, they become not dependent upon any government or any the small entities or NGOs, and they're able to live their life freely, which also increases or helps in reduction of economic concentration. Next is national prosperity. Now, national prosperity simply means that it helps in overall country's welfare. How people are able to get independence, people are able to rise their living standard, people get new opportunities, and this also helps in overall political stability of that nation. When people are happy, when people are have a large amount of income in their pockets, they're able to spend into that country. They can visit different countries. This also result in the overall country's prosperity and stability. Next is economic independence. The country do not have to depend upon the other imported goods and services or other economy or other country when they are working in their own nation and developing their own products and services. Finally, the last point is sources of revenue. Now, the government get direct and indirect income from any entity through taxes, through tariffs, through custom duties, through products and services revenue, direct and indirect taxes, that helps in overall expenditure in in that country. Now, that could be the capital expenditure or the regular expenditure that the country has. This overall helps in the national development. I hope you understood some of the major significance of our entrepreneurial overall entrepreneurship, and I hope in next video I will see you. Until next time, see you, take care, bye bye.